Hey, well, you know, I got my new camera working again. Actually, I don't know what happened, but apparently it's working again, so can't complain about that. So my movies will be back in nice widescreen again. Speaking of which, just randomly out of curiosity, I looked at the stats for this channel today, a few minutes ago, and I gained like 150 subscribers on here. I don't know how that happened. Because normally I gain about 15 a day on here, so wow. 150, that was a pleasant surprise, to be sure. You know, because I have some wit for a blumpkin. Oh my god. Like, I think that is one of the funniest lines in Final Fantasy IX, just because of the way it sounds. When Steiner says that about Zidane, he says like, well, he did have some wit for a blumpkin. But, and come to find out, when I looked up blumpkin today, another thing I just did randomly out of curiosity, it turns out that that word does not mean what I thought it did. I thought it was just like some random derogatory term about peasants or something. And no, it's not quite that at all. So I'm heading off to Anytime Fitness to do my workout, and I think I'll show you around a little bit. Actually, well, I didn't really show you around Gold's gym that much because I don't think they really wanted people with cameras in there. But here it's really cool because the scale, they do have a scale, and believe it or not, the scale is in the bathroom. I'm not even kidding, the scale is in the bathroom. So that's kind of cool. So actually I get to close the door and be all by myself when I weigh myself, so I don't have to worry about other people in the locker room catching me with a camera or anything. I can just go in the bathroom and take my weight and film it and say anything I want to about it right then and there. So that'll be cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and head on up there and let's do this thing. See you later. Yeah, so now the real fun begins, Danny boy. My hair is, I guess this hair actually didn't turn out too bad. It's finally growing over that spot I cut off in the middle. Gotta just breathe that out. Anyway, as you can see, the scale is actually in the bathroom. I'm not gonna say that really loud here because I don't want anybody to hear it, but so we're stepping on the scale now. That's far, 250. How far do I have to move this thing before it starts? I'm standing on here straight, right? Okay. How far do we have to move it before it starts? Hands are shaking. It's really bad after a workout. Wait, we gotta wait. There it is. Okay. Well, it's a little inaccurate. Probably really less than this, but because it's pretty fair in the middle. 200. 231. How do you like me now? Well, I guess there's not as much to look at in Nina, but yeah. The new gas station they built across the street there. That actually wasn't there 3 years ago. I'm a little surprised. I don't know where that came from. Still breathing. So you're probably not going to be able to see me much, so I'll just point you out here. Yeah, well, I guess I can experiment, but you're not going to be able to see much of anything. Whatever. Oh, good God. Ever since watching The Biggest Loser, I think I've kind of redefined what it means to really push yourself. Because today, I reached a new definition of that, I think. Jeez, holy jeez. What I did was I started getting to this, like I started doing this interval thing because they do a lot of intervals in their workouts on The Biggest Loser, which I'm not taking all my advice from The Biggest Loser now, but just a few tricks I've learned from it. So I was doing that on the treadmill, anyway, and I started this thing where I would raise the incline once every minute by 1, just to see how far, and then when I couldn't take it anymore, I just dropped it back to like 2 or something. So, and I only got to do it once because I was at the end of the workout by the time I thought to do that, but I got it up to 11, and then I probably could have done 12, but at that point I was breathing so heavily and I thought I was going to pass out. And again, that's kind of what it is. That's what working out really is, though, sort of. You know, sometimes you feel that way. You get dizzy and you just don't know what's going on around you. But, yeah, my heart rate by the time I was at 11 was 178. I've never, like I know I said before, I was shocked when it got to 171. And it got to 178 tonight, so wow. And over there, I went over to the rowing machine and did a few rows. That's actually easy, I don't know. I mean, eventually you do get worn out and you can't do it anymore, but still, it's easy. Like, I did about 20 of them, which I know is nothing. But then I looked at how much weight I was lifting. I don't know if it was a rowing machine, because it was like a rowing machine, but it was attached to weights. And when I looked at how much weight I was lifting, it was like 60 pounds, and that was with both arms. So I guess that's like bench pressing. You should be able to do a lot more than that. I've never I've never seen how much I could bench press in my life other than this one time I was at Max's house, and I think I did 80 then, but I was like 12 years old then. 231. I was actually 230 even yesterday, so 231, I guess it happens, you know. But, so probably because I haven't taken a dump in like 3 days, I don't know. Well, no, I took that dump earlier today, though, didn't I? Or yesterday? That one that was so hard to push out. Anyway, whatever, you don't want to hear that. Just trying to remember based on details. Whatever. 3 weeks? I mean, I still don't know how I could have lost 12 pounds in the last... I keep thinking I'm going to plateau, because I know it's going to happen eventually. Like, I can't just keep losing weight like this. It's just... But the more I watch these people on The Biggest Loser, which there I go bringing that up again, but the more I watch it, I actually picture myself under 200 pounds. And, like, that's when it's going to hit me, I think, more than ever. Because I know I started in the high 200s, but for most of my life I was in the low 200s. I didn't weigh myself at all for the longest time. Like, when I was 275, if you would have asked me a week before that first weigh-in, when I weighed 275, if you would have asked me a week before that what I weighed, I would have thought I was 240 still. Or 245 even. Maybe 250. I was shocked it was 275. So that's why I think getting back under 200 again is such a big deal to me, even though I started at 275. It's like, well, wouldn't 250 be a bigger deal, or, you know, something like that? But no, it's really 200 because I've been so close to 200 for the last, like, 12 years. And I haven't been under 200 since I lived in Georgia. I was around 180-ish then. I think 189 or something. So that's looking pretty snazzy. I don't know. Anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you off now. And we're going to see, yeah, you can't, oh, you couldn't see me all that time, man. Well, I don't know if you could or not, but I'm turning you off. So I will see you later.